On the eve of the draw for the group stage of the 2021-22 Champions League in Istanbul, UEFA awarded the title for the Best Midfielder of the Year for the 2020-21 campaign. For this award, the three finalists were the same men who were also competing for the title of Best Player of the Year. N'Golo Kante, Jorginho and Kevin De Bruyne had great campaigns for club and country, and it was Jorginho who won the UEFA Player of the Year award. The Italian won the Champions League with Chelsea last season and played a crucial role in helping Italy win the European Championship at the expense of England. N'Golo Kante has been a stalwart for Chelsea in recent years, and the diminutive Frenchman won the award for Midfielder of the Season following a remarkable campaign at Stamford Bridge alongside Jorginho. So today, we decided to try our hand at naming 10 midfielders who deserve to be considered the best in the business right now. Since the 2021-22 campaign has only just begun, our list is going to focus more on the performances from the previous season and will also take into account how these players performed for their respective nations at the Euros. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified of all the latest developments in the world of football. Okay, so this selection might divide opinion a lot in the comments section, especially after a disappointing season in Zinedine Zidane's final year as Real Madrid boss. However, Toni Kroos has played a huge role in helping Zidane achieve greatness. The German international moved into a deeper role that allowed him to influence the game in early build-up stages. Boringly precise with his passing, the 31-year-old is enjoying a new lease of life under Carlo Ancelotti. Last season, the former Bayern Munich man made 24 league appearances, scored 3 goals and provided 10 assists. However, what's more important is the fact that his pass success rate was nearly 94%, and he also averaged 1.5 tackles per game. Definitely not bad for someone who's nearing the twilight stages of their playing career. The Italy international had a great campaign with Italy at the European Championship and played a crucial role in guiding Roberto Mancini's men to European glory. The all-action midfielder has been a mainstay of the Italian midfield during the country's 34-game unbeaten streak. For PSG, he did struggle for injuries that restricted him to only 16 appearances. However, averaging 2.5 tackles per game and a pass success rate in the 90s means that Verratti is one of the best midfielders on the planet. Verratti isn't very old either, and at the age of 28 has still got many years of great performances left in the tank. The Netherlands international still hasn't completely come into his own at Barcelona, but Frenkie de Jong's overall statistics show that the Blaugrana are a better side with him in it. As you would expect from a player who learned everything about football as a kid at Ajax, de Jong is an accomplished passer. Last season, he cemented his status as one of the best central midfielders on the planet, and his versatility is something that the Spanish giants need to make good use of. Last season, de Jong had 7 goal involvements and boasted a successful pass percentage of 92. He even averaged 1.2 tackles per game, so if you don't think that the young midfielder is not one of the best out there, well then, maybe football's not for you. After 5 great years at Liverpool, Georginio Wijnaldum left the Merseysiders when his contract expired and became Paris Saint-Germain's first signing of the summer transfer window. During his 5 years at Liverpool, Wijnaldum played 237 games and was a mainstay for his team as they went on to enjoy domestic, European and global success. A true game organiser and leader, the Dutchman played 51 times in all competitions for Jurgen Klopp's side. Averaging 90% successful passes with the Reds, the Dutchman's ability to score goals really came into the spotlight at the Euros, where he was playing in a more advanced role. Liverpool did well to sign Thiago Alcantara from Bayern Munich, but you gotta feel that Wijnaldum is a player that they might miss a lot in the long run. Now that Toni Kroos has retired, Joshua Kimmich is the future of German midfield. The Bayern Munich man has formed quite the partnership in the middle of the park with Leon Goretzka at Bayern Munich, and the duo is only going to get stronger this season. Kimmich has the ability to play as a fullback, a centre-back and as a midfielder. Last season, he scored 4 goals and provided 10 assists while averaging 1.5 tackles per game. This ability to play anywhere the team needs makes Kimmich a dream signing for any club in Europe. Let's hope that the Bayern man continues to perform the way he has been for a long time. Bayern Munich have riches in midfield that most clubs can only dream of. With the likes of Manchester United, City, Liverpool and Barcelona hovering above, Leon Goretzka decided to sign a new deal to stay in Bavaria until 2026. A dynamic presence in the middle of the park, the 26-year-old has done wonders for the German Giants and has become a mainstay for his country's goal of once again conquering the global stage. For a box-to-box midfielder, the former Schalke man is a great passer of the ball and also gives you an odd goal. He might look like a physical specimen who would use his strength to get things done, but Goretzka is actually a very intelligent player who uses great movement and ability on the ball to make surging runs into the other half. Bruno Fernandes is electric when he plays for Manchester United and quite an enigma when he's representing Portugal. At United, he's allowed to play to his liking, which gives him the freedom to do things he's unable to do for his country, where Cristiano Ronaldo is the main man. United's rise from a struggling side to potential title contenders has coincided with Bruno's arrival at Old Trafford. With 40 goals and 26 assists in his first 80 games, the 27-year-old is definitely one of the most creative forces in English football. This season, he's already scored 4 goals in the league, and funnily enough, not a single one of those goals has come from a penalty. By far one of the most consistent midfielders for the last 3 years at least, the Belgian international Kevin De Bruyne is a joy to watch when on song. His ability to read the game and play a pass with an appreciation for time and space is uncanny. The best thing? Well, De Bruyne's performance levels are not impacted whether he's playing for club or country. Manchester City are enjoying their dominance of the Premier League for many years, and De Bruyne has been a cornerstone of everything they've achieved in the last 5 years. Last season he had only 18 goal involvements, but then again he did this in only 23 appearances, which shows how different things could have been had he been injury-free the whole campaign. Nonetheless, Kevin De Bruyne is one midfielder who constantly creates big chances for his teammates, so expect him to compete with Bruno Fernandes for the title of the best attacking midfielder in England this season. To be very honest, both Jorginho and Kante deserve to be on top of the list, so just think of the number 2 here as a placeholder. The Italian international deservedly won Player of the Year award a few weeks back and is finally getting the respect that he deserves. The former Napoli man took his time to settle at Chelsea, but now enjoys an undroppable status at Stamford Bridge. Thomas Tuchel trusts the midfielder to get the job done for his side every time he plays. Not only that, the Brazil-born midfielder was a vital member of Italy's European triumph earlier this summer. His star continues to shine brighter than ever, with many pundits believing him to be given the Ballon d'Or award later this year. Always playing with the enthusiasm of a toddler and the energy of a titan, the French midfielder N'Golo Kante has finally started getting the plaudits that he deserves. Now 30, we have only a few years left to enjoy Kante wreaking havoc and creating openings for club and country. Last season, the former Leicester City man was at his destructive best, leading Chelsea to only their 2nd Champions League title. The 30-year-old has the ability to destroy opponents and their game plans on his own. The current campaign should be an even more explosive one for Kante. If you don't believe us, look at his performance during Chelsea's 3-0 win over Tottenham. The Blues were struggling in the first period, and then Tuchel decided to bring on Kante for Mason Mount. The energetic midfielder's arrival forced the Tottenham midfielders to make decisions at superhuman speed, and once the neural networks heated up, Kante had already given Chelsea what they needed to win all 3 points. So then, that was our take on the 10 best midfielders in the world right now, based on last season's exploits. Of course, there are so many other midfielders who should be named. For instance, Tomáš Souček was quite a presence in the middle of the park for West Ham United. And then you've got Southampton's James Ward-Prowse. And how can we forget AS Monaco's rising star Aurélien Tchouameni and Real Madrid's new signing Eduardo Camavinga. We also need to keep in mind that Nicolo Barella enjoyed a great campaign for Inter Milan last season. Then you've got the likes of Dani Olmo of RB Leipzig and Lars Stindl of Borussia Mönchengladbach. So how about you let us know your thoughts on who you think are the 10 best midfielders on the planet right now?